So does the Earth tilt? Yes, it does. It tilts back and forth, okay? And there's this question this person asked: what would happen if the Earth's axial tilt were to decrease from 23.5 degrees to 21.5 degrees? That's a good question, and I want to know that because in this video I'm showing you that it does. It literally decreases from 23 almost down below 21.5. So they say there'll be huge climate changes, and the most immediate effect would be a fast expansion of the North Pole ice cap and the freezing to the ocean surrounding Antarctica. They say that the northern hemisphere, there is about a 1,000-mile zone starting at just below the polar circle and extending about 1,000 miles southward, where most of the Earth's conifer forests exist. And the zone is responsible for a very large portion of the oxygen production for the Earth. Here's what gets you. By changing the angle 2 degrees, the conifers would have to shift southward, which might not be possible because of the vegetation existing there now. That is, the broadleaf hardwood forests of the northern hemisphere, which also play a huge role in the Earth's oxygen production. Like everything, trees exist in the climate which best suits them. That means the broadleaf trees at the northern portion of their reach would likely die and create a treeless wasteland. That don't sound nice. Because the sun would shine directly over the area from the 21.5 north to the 21.5 south, and the average temperature would rise and cause certain deserts to expand beyond their present borders. At all latitudes, there is vegetation and animal life that cannot survive any large shift in their general environment, which would lead to their extinction, and great extinctions of the kinds this shift would cause is impossible to predict, except to say that all life on Earth would be adversely affected. Now we're going to watch the video, and you can see for yourself. There is data. They've been tracking the tilt of the Earth. It goes back and forth and back and forth, and we also got some missing data. Thank you. Hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. We're at the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov, and we're looking at the current tilt of the Earth, and it's at 2241. Okay, with a negative 6.91518 degrees toward the South Pole. Okay, so I wanted to show you what happens if we go. So if we go back to December the 15th, you should see that this right here number goes down. See it twirling around. It went down to negative 6.8. If we go back, let's go back a little further so you can see a bigger move to the 11th of February. So it's negative 6.69 and it's 22.40. That's the tilt. So if we go back, let's go back to around the 1st of February. You'll see a different tilt. Okay, see it's still going. Negative 6.099. Let's go back to February. Just go back to January the 1st. Okay. It's negative 3, so it can literally jump that far, and now it's like negative 3 to the South Pole, and it's 22.39. That's the tilt. So if we go to December, it's 2020. Let's get to 2020. Let's go to December. Let's see what it has for December the 31st. If it shows, let's see how big of a tilt it is. Okay, see it's going down. It's like negative 1.69 and it's 22.39 tilt toward the South Pole. But what's really, watch this. Let's go to the 17th of December. Yeah, now we're at the North Pole. It's in the positive territory, 0.0875675 North Pole visible, 2238. So let's go all the way to the first part of December. Now see it's like 2.102 toward the North Pole, 22.38. Let's go to November. We're going to watch it at November. Let's hit the 17th. We'll see this go up even more. See, it's a 3.72. North Pole visible, 22.37. If we go to the first part of the year, first part of the month, I mean, you can see it's a 5.29. North Pole visible, 22.37. Let's hit the month of October. This is important. The Earth tilt is moving. It really is. So let's go to October the 1st. Look at that. It's 7.08093. North Pole visible, 22.36. We'll go to September. Let's go to the 1st of September. Let's click it in. It's twirling. Now it's going back down. It's 6.94. I'm going backwards in this. 6.94. So we'll go to August. Let's just do August the 1st. 4.9. North Pole visible. So that's August. Let's go to July. Let's do July 1st. 1.75. That's a big jump. And then we're going to go back into the negative territory is what we're going to do. To May. Let's do May 1st. Okay, south. That is an enormous jump. It's -5. South Pole visible in 2230. Let's check that jump out again. Yeah, that's a great big jump. Let's go back to June. It should not have jumped that much. June the 1st. Let's see what the tilt was on June the 1st. It's a 2231 and a -1.82950. -1.82950. And let's look at that May again. May the 1st. It's 2230 and -5. It jumped. It kept going down, I think, throughout the month is what I think happened. The middle of the month, yeah, it did a lot of movement in May. So it's at 2230, but really, so that's what happens. And then we get up here to the month of, you can do this too. I would encourage you to do this. Go to January. Let's just pick the 15th of January. -4. So we're in that, and it's, look at this tilt. 22.26. Look at the tilt. 22.26. And if we go to the 19th, let's go ahead and do, let's do the November 13th. 22.24. Let's go all the way back. Let's go to the middle of the year of 2019 to June. Let's do around the 6th. It doesn't matter. I'm just picking random days. The data is gone. Okay, they don't got a data there for some reason. I think they had data in the 7th around this area. See, they had data back in July. And the tilt of the Earth was 2219. That's in July. You can see it was 3.57 toward the North Pole. I'm going to put some screenshots in here too, if I remember. So that's July, and this is June. Let's go back to around the 27th of June. Yeah, it's gone. Something happened, you all. Now, how can that be? So we were in July. Let's see, July 31st. Did they have data? They had data on July the 31st. You can see the data, 22.20. Why did they take the data out? That's a good question. Why did they do this? This video is not for everyone, but why did they take the data out? It's gone on June the 30th. For that whole month, they took the data out. That doesn't make sense. I think they did take it out for the whole entire month. They're not showing it. Not seeing it, but they're having this right here, the 22.18. Let's see the month of May. They don't have it in the month of May either, the extra data. Let's see April. Do they have it in the month of April? No, it's 22.16 tilt. Let's see in the month of March. Nope. March, it's not doing nothing. Let's look again. Let's look in February. No data. That's still 22.485 is all it is. Let's do January. Oh, see, they got some data here in January. They've got data. So it's missing for months. Several months the data is missing. From January to June. So let's see the last time in January the data showed up. I guess that's it. Because it's not reloading January. I think it goes to January the 6th maybe. And then the data, this part of the data is missing. And you can't get it no more. If for all those months the data is missing down here. So so if I was to click in the 7th, nothing. See, it doesn't even move it. It won't even move it. They've done something with the data. They didn't want people to see the data. Can't see it. This is okay, we got data on the, nope, it's still it's not going to do it. It's not. It's just going to still stay that right there at 22 something. So if we go here to the 18th, let's try in December of 18. Let me just do this. No data. It didn't want to take any data. And I went back yesterday and I found data. Oh, now it's, nope. See, it's stuck. No data. Why would they do that? Now it's loading more data. Look at that. It's 21.99. The Earth tilted 21.99. So something's happening. And they're not showing all the data. And if we were to go back, let's try to see if we can go back to this timestamp. Yeah, we're going back to this timestamp. Look at that, 2133, back in 2013. It's 2144 in 2013. I thought I thought I went to somewhere else. Let me do this. Let's go to 2014. No data for 2014. They didn't like that at all. Okay, it likes that number. No, it moved us all the way to 2016. A whole year of data's gone. Moved us all the way to 2016, and look at the tilt. Why would it do that? Because I thought for sure I pushed 2014. I did that. Okay, it did that. I tried to do 2015. Let's try it. This might get boring for some people. Let me do this. No, it doesn't like it. It went all the way to 2016 is what it did. So look at the tilt of the Earth. It's loading 2016, so it's in 2017, 2185, and that takes us back to where we are right now. Let's get to where we're at right now, Gina. Let's go to 2021. Oh, did they got something for 2022? No, they just got today's date. So this is the current tilt of the Earth, 22.41. So, and you can see it literally fluctuates back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, is what it does. And you can do a search. You can do a search and say, what happens if the Earth tilts below 45 degrees? See that this is the one they got. Why do they have that? Okay, the Earth's axis is responsible for the seasons, and is at the perfect angle to the sun to support complex life. An axial tilt of 45 degrees would bring more heat to bear on the hemisphere facing the sun, and more solar radiation would strike the temperate zones and the poles during the summer, and the equator would also be affected. It means the winter seasons, it would be extremely cold, and a very little amount of sun's rays would fall on us, and life would be impossible like this, as during the winter there would be darkness and icing cold everywhere. It would be extreme seasons. See, look what they say. The Earth's axis is tilted by approximately 23.5 degrees. In other words, the Earth's daily rotation is shifted by 23.5 degrees with regard to its yearly revolution around the sun, and the axial tilt is the reason why the Earth experiences different seasons throughout the year, and also why the summer and the winter occur opposite. Look, the tilt changes Earth's axial. Tilt actually oscillates between 22.1 and 24.5 degrees. The reason for this changing obliquity angle is that the Earth's axis also wobbles around itself, and this wobble motion is called axial precession, also known as precession of the equinox. So that's why they say it does that. It does that back and forth and back and forth. But then why do they have missing data? Why would they have some missing data on here, is what I would like to know. Yeah, inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. So yes, the Earth does tilt, and it goes back and forth and back and forth. But it still doesn't. I wonder why the data was missing in a large lump of this. That's what I'm wondering. What happened? So with that being said, I am going to go. Thank you for watching this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. And the Earth does tilt. But if it gets below, if it tilts severely, it's going to affect life on Earth as we know it. Thank you.